In the heart of Mongolia, surrounded by the silent steppe and ancient traditions, there is a mysterious ritual that has been passed down from generation to generation for centuries: whistling in the yurt. People believe that this sound is able to awaken spirits and at the same time attract invisible guardians who protect the family hearth from evil forces and misfortunes. This mysterious custom hides deep symbolic meanings associated with harmony and balance between people, nature, and the invisible world, making it not just a superstition, but an important part of the national culture. When the sound of whistling rises in a Mongolian yurt, something special happens in the culture of local peoples. It is believed that spiritual forces begin to appeal to the one who decided to break the silence. This gesture is perceived as a challenge to higher powers or even as an invitation for spiritual beings to enter the house, which can lead to undesirable consequences or misfortunes. Therefore, in traditional Mongolia, whistling in the yurt is most often avoided so as not to disturb the spiritual harmony and not to cause unwanted interference from invisible forces that guard their common peace. The origins of the myth of whistling in the Mongolian yurt go back to ancient times, when shamans and spiritual mentors associated the sound with penetration into a special spiritual reality, where the forces of nature and ancestors lived. This custom received its cultural significance as a means of protecting the house and its inhabitants from evil spirits, as well as a symbol of trust and respect for the invisible world. The importance of this ritual lies in maintaining spiritual harmony, strengthening the connection with ancestors, and maintaining a balance between the material and spiritual space, which is the basis of Mongolian culture and worldview. In Mongolian cultural tradition, whistling in a yurt is considered dangerous and inappropriate, as it is believed that such a sound can awaken evil spirits or attract invisible guardians who can bring misfortune and disaster to the house and its inhabitants. This prohibition is based on the belief that the sound of whistling disrupts harmony with the spiritual world and weakens the protection from negative forces, which can lead to illness, failure, or spirits that send harm. Thus, avoiding whistling serves not only as a sign of respect for tradition, but also as a way to protect the spiritual and physical well-being of the family and the entire clan. In Mongolian folk legends, there are vivid stories where whistling in a yurt is often associated with the appearance of spirits or even catastrophic events that occur due to the violation of the prohibition. Some legends tell of how whistling attracted evil spirits who bring misfortune and illness, while others point to the omen that whistling can cause a storm or misfortune. These legends emphasize the importance of knowing and observing traditional taboos that serve as a talisman for the home and its inhabitants, strengthening the connection between legends and cultural values of the people. In traditional Mongolian beliefs, whistling is associated with the penetration of spiritual forces and invisible beings that control the harmony in the home and in nature, so any whistling sound is considered an interference in their world. It is believed that unspoken words or calls can awaken spirits and upset the balance between the material and magical worlds, which entails negative consequences. That is why, according to ancient beliefs, respect for the ban on whistling is a manifestation of spiritual wisdom and concern for the protection of one's family and native land from invisible threats. Local residents often share stories about how they or their ancestors avoided whistling in the yurt so as not to incur the evil eye or the appearance of evil spirits, especially during important family moments or during rituals. Some tell of cases where failure to heed this prohibition led to misfortune, while others tell of how avoiding whistling helped to maintain spiritual harmony and avoid trouble. These testimonies vividly confirm the respect for tradition and the depth of beliefs passed down from generation to generation, strengthening the understanding of the importance of respect for the spiritual laws of Mongolia. In Mongolian culture, spirits and invisible guardians are considered an integral part of harmony and protection of the home, and whistling in this context is perceived as an active challenge to these forces, which can lead to the loss of their blessings. Local beliefs emphasize that spiritual guardians protect not only the family hearth, but also the entire earth. So showing respect and observing taboos is an important aspect of maintaining balance and well-being. As a result, avoiding whistling in the yurt becomes a symbol of respect for higher powers and an important talisman that ensures the peace and security of each home. Ethnographers and cultural scientists note that the ban on whistling in Mongolian traditions is an important element of cultural heritage, reflecting a deep respect for the spiritual realm and an understanding of harmony with nature. They emphasize that this practice serves not only as a protective ritual, but also as a way to strengthen the social and spiritual identity of the people, preserving the connection between the past and the present. Analyzing modern times, experts note that observing this taboo helps to preserve cultural integrity and pass on values to future generations, despite the pressures of globalization and modernization. In modern Mongolia, there is a complex mix of ancient traditions and new realities, and many young people are beginning to less strictly observe the prohibitions on whistling, perceiving them more as a cultural heritage than a mandatory rule. However, in traditional communities, respect for these customs remains strong, serving as a link between the past and the present, strengthening the sense of spiritual identity. This conflict between tradition and modernity highlights how the importance of preserving cultural heritage is undergoing a transformation, becoming a value that we want to preserve, even despite global changes. Avoiding whistling in Mongolian culture is associated with the desire to maintain spiritual harmony, since it is believed that any noise could destroy the balance between man and the invisible world, causing undesirable consequences. This taboo acts as a way of respecting spirits and ancestors, emphasizing the need for harmonious coexistence and respect for the invisible forces that protect their home and family. Thus, observing this taboo becomes an integral part of spiritual responsibility, helping to maintain inner peace and balance in the life of each individual and society as a whole. In Mongolian culture, whistling symbolizes the disruption of the energetic balance between people and the spiritual world, as it is believed that such a sound could disrupt harmony and attract negative forces. This ritual reflects a deep understanding of energy as a living force, controlled by traditional rites and taboos, where every gesture and sound has a meaning for maintaining well-being and protection. Ultimately, respect for energetic symbolism helps to maintain spiritual purity, harmony, and strength, strengthening a person's connection with the surrounding world and the invisible aspects of existence. Understanding and respecting Mongolian cultural traditions, such as the ban on whistling, opens up the opportunity for travelers to deeply penetrate the spirit of the country and establish genuine contact with the local population. This helps to create respectful and harmonious relationships, reduces the risk of misunderstandings, and strengthens intercultural understanding. As a result, travel becomes not only an exciting adventure, but also a valuable experience enriched with knowledge of the spiritual and cultural values of Mongolia, which contributes to the formation of a more open and respectful view of another people and their traditions. In GOL culture, there are stories of people who violated the ban on whistling and faced unpredictable consequences, from loss of health to adverse events in the family. Some testify how neglect of this rule led to quarrels, illnesses, or even accidents, reminding us of the importance of observing customs for protection and well-being. These stories serve as a warning, reinforcing faith in the power of spiritual laws and the need to carefully treat the heritage of our ancestors. Mongolia has a rich array of cultural taboos and superstitions related to various aspects of life, from the prohibition of certain words to the rules of behavior in homes and in nature, which serve to maintain harmony and spiritual protection. These traditions reflect the deep connection of the people with nature, legends, and the invisible world, enhancing the sense of sacredness and respect for the surrounding world. Understanding these taboos helps travelers avoid conflicts and show genuine respect for local customs, making their stay more meaningful and safe. It is important for tourists to remember that respect for traditions and taboos is the key to successful interaction with the local community and maintaining a friendly atmosphere. So do not whistle in the yurt or violate existing customs. It is necessary to be tactful, listen to advice, and pay close attention to signs of respect, such as taboos and special rituals. Such simple actions help to show genuine respect for the culture of Mongolia and contribute to the fact that the trip remains not only exciting, but also enriched with spiritual experience. Respect for cultural traditions and customs is an integral part of responsible travel, as it helps preserve the uniqueness and spiritual heritage of Mongolia. Understanding and following taboos, such as whistling in a yurt, helps strengthen intercultural dialogue, mutual respect, and trust between tourists and locals. Ultimately, respect for other customs enriches our experience, allows us to immerse ourselves in the true soul of the country, and leaves a positive mark on the memory and heart of each traveler. Learning and appreciating local traditions helps us understand the unique history and worldview of the people, which contributes to deeper respect and harmony in intercultural interactions. This helps us avoid misunderstandings and show genuine interest, making our experience in a foreign culture more rich and meaningful. Ultimately, the value of traditions becomes the key to preserving cultural diversity and mutual respect, strengthening the connection between people and time. Mongolia is a country where ancient traditions intertwine with natural harmony, and taboos, like whistling in a yurt, serve as an important talisman of spiritual and physical safety. Its rich culture is full of deep symbols, beliefs, and legends that are passed down from generation to generation, preserving a connection with ancestors and nature. These amazing facts make Mongolia a unique country that teaches us to value spiritual wealth and respect the secrets of ancient customs. The diversity of cultural rules and superstitions shows how rich and complex our world is, reminding us that respect for other people's customs is the key to understanding our own place in the global community. Each custom reflects the unique history, values, and wisdom of the people, giving meaning to their existence and interaction with nature and the spiritual world. In this discord of rules and traditions lies an important philosophical idea. The true wealth of a person is in the ability to respect and accept differences, because only through them can we see and understand the beauty of the diversity of life. If you are interested in learning about the mysteries and traditions of Mongolia, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click the bell so you don't miss the next amazing stories and discoveries. In the following videos, we will continue to explore the wealth of cultural traditions of the world and share even more unique facts that reveal the secrets of different peoples. Thank you for being with us. Until next time, to discover together the incredible world of diversity of human culture.